So 8 years ago, I was working for one of the largest law firms in the U.S., was pregnant at the time, and at 20 weeks went into labor at work. Thankfully, everything worked out okay. I got put on bed rest for the remaining 20 weeks. And on the second day, I told my husband, I have this brilliant idea. I want to start designing a product and make it into Macy's. That's all I knew. And he was like, you're hormonal. You have an amazing job. You're going back to your real job after you had the baby. And so I thought, okay, he can't do anything to me for 20 weeks. So I have to get my company together that quick. And was so naive. But without any money to start it, I had remembered there was a partner at the firm that had 4 diamonds. And so I called Cindy and I told her, give me your diamonds, tell me what you want, and whatever I make on top of it, I get to keep. And she said, please take them, I can't get rid of them. So I called my brothers, Aaron and Bill, and I told them, I have these 4 diamonds, can you help me sell them so that I can do something I'm passionate about? And they were all for it. They got behind me and thankfully helped me sell the diamonds quickly, and that allowed us to have the money to start CRU with. And while I was doing that, I got on Skype. Skype was just starting at that time, and I found this Chinese man named, with the American name Forrest, that he had chosen. And Forrest went out into China and helped me find factories that would work for free. At the same time as that, I was also looking for the head buyer at Macy's, my dream retailer to be in. And you can't Google a buyer and have their name and number pop up. And so I had figured out, though, Macy's was housed in the Hippodrome building in New York next to beautiful Bryant Park. And so I found a textile buyer's number. I called her, she's this old lady, answered the phone, and she was like, you're Darbie Angell, I don't really care, and hung up on me. And I was like, oh, okay, that didn't go as planned. And so what I thought was, well, possibly just the last 4 digits of the telephone numbers was all that varied. So I kept changing it up until I finally got the amazing Diane Norwood, that was the head of Macy's at that time for our category. And Diane said, okay, you found me, meet me in New York on this date. And so thankfully it was a month after Gianna was going to be born. And so then it was up to me to get my samples done in time. I didn't even have a design program. I only had PowerPoint to use, and so I would literally create my designs in PowerPoint with little line tools and write off to the side what Pantone colors I wanted, and sent it to the factory that way. And they believed in me so much that they never even questioned it. But we used all the money from the diamond sales to get to New York. We rented this beautiful suite that overlooked Madison Avenue, had filled it with beautiful roses and flowers from the flower district, and Diane came in and she was blown away. She was like, I thought you were going to have paper plates or something. And she ended up pulling Vera Wang, Ralph Lauren off the shelves, tested us, and we outperformed them with our designs that she picked. CRU has blessed me so much. It's probably not as mystical as most people think my life is. It's made me so much more passionate about whatever I'm doing. I live life to the fullest now, and just the grit that it took to actually land the placement and continue through the hard days. That I can't tell you the amount of perseverance and tenacity that it takes to go up against well-oiled machines that have been doing this for decades and have it figured out. It's an amazing, freeing way to live, and I think God gave me an opportunity when I went into labor at 20 weeks, and I'm so glad that I ran towards my dreams and tried to make it work.